Breaker 19. Okay, today is, Podu's newscast, Monday, the 15th, 87 degrees. Understand me? Out here in Hopeville. All right, let's get it. Hope you had a wonderful, wonderful, marvelous weekend. All right. Standoff ended in Texas, right? After several people got shot. Some dude that was laying on the side of the road, they're shooting at people driving back. Oh, no one was in this coffin. Twitch, right? There was a DJ for Ella DeGeneres. They say he left a suicide note, right? And it said he was talking about the pressures that Ellen was putting on him. Basically to say things that was favorable to her regarding allegations that had surfaced about her being real nasty in the office, amongst some other things. More will be revealed. A$AP Rocky, right? He was dancing, doing the thing, wop, and he had a thong on. And his pants were down, you know how they be sagging, and the thong was showing everything. They said Rihanna snap. I don't know what be going on when they get in Hollywood, but they just go blip the blur and lose their mind, man. All right, the Punisher, right? He was a dude that he get paid, you know, like for be a male escort, okay? Now check it. He say that some people hit him on and say they were married and they want to do some things. Long story short, he didn't know at the time. It was Cassie Ventura, and Diddy was sitting in the corner with glasses on. One time he wore a burqa like the Muslim women do. He didn't know who it was. As after time went on about 4 or 5 sessions, he take off the joint, right? Boom. Then they say he go to a real expensive hotel, and it was $30,000 a night. And when it was in the night, and when the person pull up, the name come across the stream, and it had Sean Combs. He like, oh Lord. And he said, man, Diddy was in the corner, right? While he was doing what he was doing with casting, pleasuring himself. So the man asked him, would he do anything for any amount of money? He was like, no. But I'm saying to myself, like, yo, bro, dude in the corner pleasuring himself, watching you, man, because you were naked. Man, Diddy is a freak. Hollywood's a freak. When I start getting me some money, I ain't going to Hollywood. No, sir. Okay, yeah. Let's move right on. Move right around. All right. Now, look, they say a medic was called in Petersburg, right, on a traffic stop, and dude that ate some crack, right, and he had a little thing going on with himself, and they had to call the paramedics. But that's personal for me because a family member of mine ate some crack and wound up, you know, being unalive due to that. So that was real personal. Okay, an Uber driver accused of taking the girl cootie, man. You know, round around and wind up taking her cootie and all this old crap. That's why I ain't like, I'm a man. I be scared of some of them Uber drivers, man. Especially don't speak English. English, blah, blah, blah. No, you faking. As soon as I get out, you tell me some bad. Come on, man, miss me with that foolishness. Now look, a 7-year-old boy died of starvation after being locked in a Newburgh home, right, for a month. So his brother sued the school system because they was on virtual, and after 30 days, they never, called to inquire and see what's going on with the young boy. Then, but that was crazy. That was weird. All right, Will Smith. Oh Lord, here we go. Wilmer. He makes a video. He going crazy on Jada. He like, yo, you get a divorce. I try to make things right. Ever since 2016, you were doing this, you were doing that. You ain't getting none of my money. My money was earned on my own. Blah 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 blah. So now they beefing. Okay, the Senate committee, right, planned to subpoena Jeffrey Epstein's attorney, Alan Dershowitz, to explain the testimony of Epstein's 20-year assistant. Because she was saying this. So either Dershowitz is going to validate it or not. More will be revealed. Okay. Let's get it now. We rolling. Put them in rolling. All right. Jeremiah Taylor has been found competent to stand trial after he took a 94-year-old lady's prized possessions, man. Her body, bro. 94 years old, he's 22, and he found competent to stand trial. There's no competency there. Something wrong with that young brother. Okay, now, they say Jay Blake was unalive, right? His girlfriend and he unalived his girlfriend, her 2 daughters, right? So he was given the death penalty. Boom. So he was on death row for 37 years. But he had a pacemaker or something. So his lawyer filed a suit with the courts, and the court saying that the jank would cause harm to him. So the lower court agreed with him. Boom, they appealed it. Supreme Court said, no, we ain't got nothing to do with that. You going to get smoked. They say when he was in the electric chair, they heard him whisper saying, oh, it hurt. This, that, and the third. Karma. You unalive that lady and her 2 daughters. Then you got the audacity talking about it hurt when they find your hind parts. It should have hurt. Did that to that lady and them babies. And look here, this weekend was a bomb burner. I told y'all what New York was gonna do. Big body Brunson, the best guard in the NBA. He showed out near New York and won it all. All right. WNBA is kicking up, they're heating up, they got a bomb. And that girl, Olivia Miles, she a beast. And the Aces, they looking good and all this, that, third. You know, the soccer going on in the country, that's what's going on. It's Poe Dude. Hold what you got. Poe Dude, get back with you. Peace.